Hello and welcome. Yeah, it's the first stage of getting this Redhen model done. Pretty much what you see is what you need. I'm going to do bits and pieces. I'm not going to do the whole thing today. And yeah, sorry for all this background sound. It's quite warm and got the fan on, and I'm out in the shed today. So yeah, let's start by cleaning. Now, these are the items you require. You need that, a silver pen to go eventually to go around all the window frames and stuff to give that silver look. Quite cheap. You can get them on their own, or a pack of 3. Gives you silver, gold, and bronze, I think. I got them over at I think it was one of those $2 shops. I got them, or I got it in Woolworths. Yeah, go to Woolworths if you're in Australia. But yeah, not hard to get. Now, I don't know if they're all going to be the same, but I wasn't going to paint this at first when I first saw it, because I thought, well, that's the right colour, well, close enough to it, I don't need to paint it. But of course, the person that did the molds decided to do the front ends in a different colour, as you can see here. So, of course, you need the paints. Now, you need the yellow to do the cow catcher down the bottom here. That's the only place you need the yellow for the Redhen. And pretty much, so that was gloss 69, no puns intended. That's the paints, and for the actual colour I'm going to use is gloss 20 of the same brand, as you can see. It's as close as you're going to get to it. Well, in the manual it says to use this in that specific brand. So I actually got, I don't think I've got it in here, no, I've got it in the computer room. I've got an old chart that shows you the colours and the numbers for the paints for that brand. Sorry, I cannot pronounce it properly, so I'm not going to even try. But yeah, it's Humbrol. There you go. Got it. And also you require, well, you don't have to, like in the old days, they were quite thick. So like you could you can use this as a thinner. You can actually physically go out and buy thinners that most hobby shops will have lying around. But this is good enough. Still does the job. But yeah, anyway, the newer, what I found with the newer colour, or the new paints, they're already quite thin already. So I don't know if it's their smart, if it's cutting down on the costs or whatever. I don't know. Maybe making it so their motto is that they'll thin it out for you, so you come back and get more instead of we'll make it thick so you can make it thinner and make it last longer. That's my 2 cents in it. Anyway, now this is all the parts you're going to require. It's all in the box, of course. Now you can. Now this one here is the trailer. This doesn't have the bogie. Doesn't have the motor in it. Of course, you can go out and buy the motor and actually have them both running. But in this pack, there's only one that runs. But so to get your lights in the trailer, you need to have pickups. Now you can go out and buy the pickups, or in this case, I've just gone and just got myself some steel tubes. I think I've got a pack here. No, that's over here. In front of me. Again, if you're in Australia, well, especially here in South Australia, I don't know if they got them in other states. As far as I know, they do. But you can get these. From J-Cars, and yeah, they're great for for use with pickups. You just just put them in, solder the wire to them, and away you go. Put the connector to whatever you're powering it to, and there you go. There's your power. Every time it's on the line, it's going to have power every time it's on the line. That's if the power's going through the line, of course. Now, with the bogies, they are a pain in the ass. I'm going to attempt to do one. If I fail, I'm going to take them over to where I got them from, got this set from, and it's from Junction Models. And the actual guy that actually owns the shop, I guess he owns it, he's usually willing to do the bogies for you. I've already spoken to him, and pretty much he's pretty much happy to do the bogies if I get them, if I stuff them up. So yeah, I'm going to try to at least do one. If I stuff it up, then yeah, I'm going to take them over to Junction Models and do them. But everything else, I'm going to be doing myself. Now, scissors, so I can trim this down. Just get it down as much as I can, close as I can, and then from there onwards, I'll use the blade. You want a new blade. This is starting to show its age, but still good enough. You want a good blade so that way you can get in there and cut it without damaging things. You want, of course, you want the glue. Most people these days use super glue, but I've still got the old model glue. It could be a lot better. I think people can tell me otherwise. Even these videos, I start yawning. Must be just talking. I don't know. But yeah, I've had this for quite a few years. Coming up to good off 20 years almost. So back in the 90s, I got this when I was actually used to doing car models. So I don't know if this is actually like going staled, going off or anything like that, because sometimes it'll stick like super glue type of feel. It will mould nicely, and then other times it will just like, you just have to tap it and it will just fall off. So I don't know. one day I might go and get some new stuff. The annoying thing is I've got another bottle over there that has never been used. Because one year I misplaced it and I needed a new glue, so I grabbed it, and by the time it came to actually do the model, I found this one. So I've got a bottle there that I never used, and it's, yeah, it'll be just as good as this. So anyway, let's get started. Let's get started by doing some cleaning. You're going to have like little notches here where it originally came from the actual the mould bloody stuff here. I don't know what you call them, little bits of plastic. So yeah, so just carefully, slowly nip them off. And I'm just going to go off and do all that cleaning up. I'll do along here, cut this as well, get all nice and cleaned up. And yeah, I'll come back and we'll continue. I'm back. Yeah, so trimmed up and cleaned up all the little notches off. Now all I've got to do now, I'm going to keep these little pieces of plastic. You never know when they might come in handy. So just keep hold of them, you never know. Yeah, of course that's the weight that goes into here. Just be careful, it is a piece of lead, it does bend very easily, so just be careful. But anyway, I'm going to give this a clean up now. Now, I don't know if I should, I reckon I should though, to make it look better, I'm guessing. Let's do this here first. Let's have a look. See how this looks if I do this. Now, I'm not going to claim myself I'm an expert or anything. I'm far from it. This is the first time I've done one of these. So I'm only going by what looks good. Now, I reckon I shouldn't have done that. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. And that's not going to happen again. Now let's just clean these up. Now if you have got one, it's great. If you've got a cutting board, use the cutting board. I don't have one, so I'm just going to use, as much as I don't want to destroy my piece of timber I've got here, because as you can tell there's a railway line here. This is my testing loop. Sorry, it's not right. If I can clean it up a bit more better. Yeah. Getting a bit too close, that was. Okay, the other sides. Probably someone's out there probably going, what are you doing, what are you doing? It's probably a simpler way of doing this. Probably is. It's not the best stuff, this isn't. One thing I've noticed. But, oh well, once it's all painted up, don't know, it's no different. Right. Let's quickly have a look at this, see how you fit on. Yeah, you're going to fit on that nicely, good. Don't notice no difference with that. So at the end of the day, that's going to be like that, you're not going to notice it. Yeah, that's a good damn question. Look at that. Doesn't actually show you. Okay. I will say that will be the driver's seat there. Yeah, that's, yeah, funny. Yeah, right. Definitely not the best seating, that's for sure. Oh well. Doesn't have to be absolute A1 perfect. Some people don't use this, I've been told. But anyway. Let's get to work on putting these in. Glue. Now these actually do pop right in. So technically speaking, you could probably get away with not even using glue, but you don't want it falling off. So it actually stays in there quite nicely. But yeah, I'd rather have the glue, the one I know for a fact. But saying that, I might keep one that's not, because eventually I do want to make this with a motor. So does it actually say which side? No, okay. Well, I'm going to nominate this side as the front. So, let's glue this side. Right, ready? We'll glue this side. Okay. So this has been leaking. When doesn't it? Time to get high. Yeah. There you go, might as well put it a little bit on there as well. Okay, fun time begins. Grab the tweezers. that will help. Yeah. Of course, they don't help when they don't let go. Right, fin. That's it. Right. Now what I just did there, if you're ever going to use this glue, never do that with this stuff. Oil smudge like no tomorrow. Right. This in. That's not coming out. Again, now this side here, I'm going to leave like that. So that way, at a later date, I can take that off, and then I can put the spud motor in there. See, I know. For anyone that actually doesn't know what I'm talking about, this is the spud, this is your motor. And pretty much what happens is, that's right, I was hoping I didn't, no, I was making sure I got the right one. That pretty much goes into there. And the screw in here, that gets screwed onto there, and that's where that one goes onto. Right. So, again, this one's the trailer. I will get to another one of these, and I will replace it one day, because eventually both the 300 classes are going to run with the trailer, so I want to make sure that there's got enough power for both, or for all of it. Right. Yeah, next thing. Well, yeah, we'll say at the same time, this is one thing you do not get supplied, and that's your couplers, KDs. Not hard to get them from the same place. You get this from Josh Models, or you can go to Osrail, get them online. Yeah. Plenty of places where you can go. So next thing, let's start putting the sides onto the roof, I reckon. So I don't want to glue anything onto that yet, or do I? So if I do that, so I need to put you in. So I don't think that glue is going to hold it. Hence the reason why it's good to have some super glue, which I don't, or I do, but it's all dried up. So I can't use that. What can I do? Hence the reason why I may not do that this episode. I might leave that to the next episode. So, yeah, so let's do this. Probably, again, someone's probably turning around and saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing it wrong. But again, as I said, I've never done one. This is the first time. Trial and error. Okay. So, what I'm going to need here, I'll put everything together in the sense of the rear and the two sides. I'm going to leave the front off because I need to paint that first. Let's mask it up, paint it up with yellow, and then dry it, the mask, let it dry, set and dry, and mask up the yellow. So then that way I can connect it on to the body, and then the whole thing can get sprayed in one colour. And then I just take the tape off and to reveal the yellow. So I guess I could do that now, I guess. Yeah, I could do that now actually. Yeah. We'll do that now. Also, I can't do the glue onto here because first I need to paint them. Don't know what colour I want to paint it yet, but yeah. Yes. So I'll leave that over there, out of the way. Clean up a bit here. Right, paintbrush. Yeah, I was going to spray it, but say it's only a small little bit, I won't bother. Now I know I've got it here somewhere. Where are you? No. Where's my... Oh, there you go. I'll put these aside. Okay. Now, that's going to be. We have a look at this. We go like that. So underneath, you need to paint that as well. I might even just okay. As long as that there's nice and actually touching it? Not really. Was that supposed to? No, it should be like that. Not even touching it. Okay. Okay. Fun. Guess it will glue nicely to the top, I guess. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to use the watered down stuff to begin with. No, thinnered down stuff. The reason why I'm going to use that because it's going to be used up. And this is very, very runny. Oh, God. Wow, okay. Was not expecting that. Now, open up my cleaner. Oh yeah. As I said, this is very, very runny. Okay, let's do this, get this done. Come on, you. Okay. Okay. I'm going to sit that and let that dry. And do another coat after. And of course, take a little bit of this plastic that I cut up and poke a hole. If you'll let me. Yeah, right, okay. Wait, let me do that. Fair enough. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, that gotcha. Okay. And it doesn't matter if it runs. At the end of the day, that's going to get painted. Now, they're going to be painted black. So that's going to be an end stage job. They'll be painted black, so if I remember rightly, or is it black or is it, I think it's black. I think it's a black colour, I think. Anyway, we'll let that dry long enough so I can put another coat on. Now, this is a bit of a swat down. Don't want that shit getting, that stuff in going into the paint. Yeah, right. That's all the old paint that was already in there, dried up. And it was silver if I'm wrong. Yeah, right. Do this bit of a clean up. Definitely was not expecting that. I've only been in here in the heat for the last 2-3 days, maybe. I was not expecting that, that's for sure. Oh. Let's get back to gluing, I think. Whenever you're painting, make sure you always have a container to clean your brush of this. Don't use water, don't use methylated spirits, use, I always forget it, terps, yeah. Always use terps. You don't have to be absolutely perfectly clean. Well, you're always going to have those last little bits, but yeah. Close up. Thank you. Right. Brush over there, out of the way. Alright, let's get back to it. So work out how I'm going to put this together. Now, where'd that go? Oh, there you are. So, where'd that go? Okay. That goes there. That goes there. Okay. I'll say the best bet will be to do that, I reckon. Now, if you're using super glue, then this will be a very quick process for you. But again, I'm not using super glue, so modern glue takes a little bit longer to dry. Oh. Right. Oh, that stuff's strong. Oh, that's holding quite nicely. Yeah. Was not expecting that to happen. That's okay, making one I'm sure that is nice and flush. Yeah, I could do that actually. Do this, wait. Oh, thank you. Where are they? They are. Good old blue tack. That will do the job. Yep. It will stay there. Right. You stand there. Right. Now, of course, it's not going to be A1, and of course, it's not. As long as it stays there long enough, so this can dry. And stay nice and flush and the right way up, hopefully. That's the idea anyway. Now, I'll use you to keep you flush again. Right. Oh, okay. Good to know. That's why it's stuck nicely. This stuff eats away at this stuff very quickly. Okay. Okay, get the next side in. in there. Yep. Okay. In there. Of course, it's not A1. It's not going to be perfect. But it'll do the job. But yeah. Once that's pretty much, let that sit for a little bit and let it dry a little bit, and then I'll take the back off and glue that properly in. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and yeah, I'll see you when that's dry. Back in, and yeah, just get well, I didn't leave it to dry, so but it's dry enough to start to work on it. Yeah, so I just want to glue on in the inside. And one here on the roof. Okay. Now you don't want to put any glue on here, so it's enough glue on here to stick it down. Okay, you just got to slide it in. And Bob's your uncle. Now make sure it's nice and flush. So it bonds nicely. Pop off any excess. Right, and there you go. That's the first part of it done. Now, not doing any of these until that is being painted. There's no point putting them on if this is not painted yet. So that's later date when this is all fully done and ready to be painted. So the next step is now and there's a little tip with these. Over the years I've found they can be a real pain in the ass, but it's always good to try to get all the glue to drip down back into the bottle. If you don't do that, and considering they've still got the pressure from when you've been squeezing it to try to get it through, it'll start going back up through the funnel again, and when you go to try to take this off again, that can rip out and be stuck in this, or this will be clogged up with glue and you have to get thin wire and clean it out. Don't know how many times I've done that. But anyway, enough of that. Keep that there, let that dry. Let's get over back to the front end. Let's have a look and see if it can be So we can probably put another coat on that. Again, this is how runny it is. It's just dripped everywhere. That's the downside. This is why still got some in the container that I might just end up using. But at the same time, I want to get that down to a certain level where I can actually put the rest of that into that to thicken this up. So, yeah. So originally, the original plan was I was going to put this into the spray bottle, into the sprayer air gun. That's my original plan, but seeing as how small amount it is, I wasn't going to bother. Just it's not worthy enough to turn the compressor on, wait for it to fill up completely, just to that small little bit. It's just not good enough. Of course, I'd also had my bug cut that I was doing. Also, that's what originally did that. I originally made that up for. I could have done it with that as well, but yeah. Either way, whatever. And then up, and let's get another layer on, or coat, whatever you want to call it. Oh, okay. Ah, well, that's the first for that to happen. This one I don't care about to put you in. Alright. Yeah, put it like that, whatever, don't care. Okay. Let's try again. Also, another reason why I make it runny, not only just to make it last longer, is to get into the nook and crannies. And when it dries, it won't leave big clunks of paint around, because it'll be all nice and gone into all the holes, and that way it actually leaves like little small indents, bumps and all that stuff that is on the actual yeah, all the bumps like on the all the rails and all that stuff, that all comes up nicely when it's actually been thinned. If it's too thick, it will just cover them up and you won't see them, type of thing. Yeah, get on there. Ah, okay. Now let me guess, you're gonna almost. Oh yeah, we don't have a problem with this. Hey joy, oh joy, oh joy. Anyways, yeah. Alright, so yeah, till everything all dries, yeah, I'll leave it as that. And we'll come back for the next episode with It's finishing off the paint work of what I can do with the. I'll do the rest of the white or yellow off camera. And yeah. Whatever. But, this doesn't seem like it's going on there nicely. It's there, I bet you. 2 bolts going to get stuck again, I bet you. No, it didn't. Wow, okay. The thread's starting to play up, that's for sure. Well, either way. Yeah, okay. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. There's a like, usual, subscribe, comment. Yeah, so see you in the next one.